The cool evening air whispered across my skin like a secret promise, drawing me deeper into the quiet solitude of the backyard, where forbidden desires often lingered unspoken. I sat there, lost in thought, the gentle bubbling of the hot tub, a rhythmic lullaby against the unusual hush of the house. Normally, this place thrummed with life, especially during one of Vanessa's legendary gatherings, but tonight, it was mine alone, or so I believed. Sipping a glass of wine I'd liberated from the fridge, I let the day's weight dissolve. I'm Ethan, by the way, 24 and freshly graduated, crashing at home while charting my next move. It had its perks, like these serene moments. Until the sliding door shattered the peace, Vanessa emerged first. Her laughter soft and inviting, trailed by her friends Chloe and Ava, all cradling drinks and radiating that effortless energy. Their giggles danced on the breeze as they spotted me. "Ethan, what are you doing out here all by yourself?" Vanessa called, her voice laced with that familiar playfulness I'd come to anticipate over the years. I shrugged, caught off guard. Company wasn't on my agenda, least of all hers. As they drew near, I noticed the bikinis peeking from beneath their robes, their intent for the hot tub crystal clear. Chloe flashed a teasing smile. "You should join us," she suggested, her tone light, yet charged with something unspoken. Before I could muster a reply, Vanessa was at my side, her fingers grazing mine as she claimed my wine glass, her eyes sparkling with mischief. "Come on, don't be shy, the water's perfect tonight." Hesitation gripped me, a swirl of excitement and a knees twisting in my chest. The way they all gazed at me, expectant and warm, made refusal feel impossible. I nodded, rising as Chloe and Ava shed their robes with easy grace, slipping into the steaming water amid infectious laughter. I lingered at the edge, out of place, yet drawn in. Vanessa winked. "The water's fine," she assured, her voice a gentle coax. Unable to resist, I stepped in, the warmth enveloping me like an embrace, easing tensions I hadn't named. I settled beside Vanessa, hyper aware of her proximity, her shoulder brushing mine in the bubbles. "Relax," Ava murmured softly, her encouraging smile pulling me further in. "We're all here for a good time." Vanessa passed me fresh wine, her touch lingering a spark that ignited something deeper. The alcohol mingled with the heat, loosening my guard as conversation flowed, laced with splashes and shared stories. Yet beneath the surface, a subtle tension simmered. Glances exchanged that I couldn't decode. As minutes melted away, Vanessa shifted closer, her shoulder pressing intentionally against mine, her hand resting on my arm with deliberate warmth. My heart quickened. I played it cool, but the air thickened. Chloe and Ava watched, their smiles daring, almost conspiratorial. The atmosphere charged, electric with unnamed potential. Vanessa leaned in, her breath warm against my ear. "You seem tense, Ethan. Why don't we help you relax?" Her words sent a shiver racing down my spine, stirring a haze of anticipation. I glanced at Chloe and Ava, now drawing nearer, their eyes lacked with intent. Chloe's lips curved in a way that flipped my stomach, the wine and warmth blurring edges. Vanessa's lips brushed my cheek, teasing and light, drawing soft giggles from the others. The tension built, the world narrowing to this bubbling haven. Vanessa's hand slid down my arm, more purposeful now. This was no longer mere play. Chloe and Ava joined the orbit, their gazes inviting, laughter fading into something intimate. I couldn't think straight as Vanessa whispered again. "We've been waiting for this, you know," her words leaving me breathless, hinting at plans unspoken and desires long harbored. The water swirled, but it paled against the heat rising between us. Vanessa's lips softened against my neck, while Chloe and Ava closed in, their hands exploring gently, lips occasionally grazing my skin. Surrounded by softness and warmth, overwhelmed turned to thrill, every touch a question, every breath an answer. Chloe leaned in first, her hands gliding up my chest as she kissed me, gentle yet firm, pulling a response from me I couldn't deny. My hands found her waist instinctively. Ava was there too, fingers tracing my arm, lips brushing my jaw. "You deserve this," she said, her voice low and sultry, eyes meeting mine with quiet intensity. Words failed me. I nodded, heart pounding, as her lips claimed mine in a slow, lingering kiss. As it deepened, Vanessa's hand ventured to my thigh, her intent clear and electrifying. I shifted subtly to aid her, soon feeling the exhilaration of bare skin in the warm currents. Emboldened, I reached for Vanessa, helping her free of her swimsuit with gentle care. Chloe and Ava followed, the water, now a shared secret of vulnerability and beauty. Admiring their forms, Vanessa's inviting curves, Chloe's toned grace, Ava's elegant lines overwhelmed me in the best way. The night teetering on the edge of something profound, what unfolded was a haze of sensations, soft skin against mine, warm water amplifying every touch that grew bolder. I explored Vanessa first, then Chloe, then Ava, each moment unique, etching itself into memory with gasps and whispers. But as the intensity peaked, a whisper of doubt crept in. What secrets had they shared before this, and how far would this hidden world pull me? The morning light filtered through the curtains, pulling me from sleep with a dull throb in my temples and a cascade of vivid memories that felt too surreal to be true. For a fleeting second, I questioned if the hot tub, Vanessa, Chloe, and Ava had all been a dream woven from wine and wishful thinking. But as awareness sharpened, the truth settled and it had happened, every intoxicating detail. The house lay silent as I descended the stairs, half bracing to encounter Vanessa in the kitchen, her presence now laced with new meaning. Instead, emptiness greeted me, save for a note on the counter, out for brunch with the girls. Back later. Relief washed over me. I wasn't ready to navigate that gaze yet, needing space to untangle the thrill from the tangle of emotions. Sipping coffee, my mind replayed fragments, the spark in Vanessa's eyes, the press of Chloe's lips, Ava's whisper, soft caresses. It was all so alive, yet daylight cast shadows of doubt. Vanessa was my stepmother, after all. Chloe and Ava, her close friends. What lines had we crossed, and could they ever be redrawn? The front door's click jolted me back, Vanessa entering with a fresh, composed air. Her smile met mine, but beneath it flickered something unspoken, nerves, perhaps, or lingering heat. "Morning," she said lightly. "Sleep well?" I nodded, words caught in my throat as she prepared tea, the silence stretching like a taut string. Finally, she turned, her expression softening. "About last night," my pulse surged, bracing for regret or distance. "I hope it doesn't make you uncomfortable." I shook my head. Not uncomfortable, just surprised. Her smile warmed further. "It wasn't planned, if that's what you're wondering. It just happened." We talked then, clearing the air with careful words. Vanessa assured discretion from Chloe and Ava, emphasizing that the night could remain a sealed memory if I chose. But as her eyes searched mine, I wondered, did I want to erase it, or let it linger like an unspoken promise? Days blurred into a fragile normalcy, our routines resuming without mention of that charged evening. Yet an undercurrent hummed between us, a subtle energy that colored every glance and accidental brush. One evening, as I worked in my room, a soft knock interrupted. Vanessa entered, her silky robe hinting at the curves I'd glimpsed before, stirring unbidden recollections. She perched on my bed's edge, her voice low. "I've been thinking about that night, and wondering if you'd like to explore more." My heart raced. What did she mean exactly, and how deep did her curiosity run? I asked, though intuition whispered the answer. She shifted closer, her hand on my knee, a gentle anchor. "Just us this time, if you're comfortable." Logic urged caution. This was forbidden territory, but the memory of her touch overrode it. "Okay," I murmured. "Let's see where this goes." That night unfolded differently, slower and more intimate than the hot tub's frenzy. We traced each other's forms with patient hands, discovering rhythms that drew gasps and sighs, building a connection that felt both thrilling and tender. Afterward, as patterns of moonlight danced on her skin, Vanessa whispered, "This changes things," her words heavy with unspoken futures. Over the following weeks, we wove this secret into our days, stepmother and stepson by light, lovers by shadow. It transcended the physical. Conversations deepened, unveiling her past dreams and vulnerabilities while she held space for my ambitions and fears. One tangled evening, she propped on an elbow, her gaze earnest. "I need to ask something, Ethan." Her hesitation quickened my breath. What hidden regret or boundary might she reveal now? "About including others sometimes," she continued, watching my reaction. I blinked, surprise mingling with intrigue. "Like Chloe and Ava?" She nodded. "They've been asking about you." The idea sparked excitement, yet jealousy flickered. Sharing her felt like risking the intimacy we'd built. Sensing my pause, she added softly, "We don't have to. I'm content with just us." Sensing my pause, she added softly, "We don't have to. I'm content with just us, but variety can add." Spark. I pulled her close, sealing agreement with a kiss. Let's try it, I said, but you're always my priority. Her radiant smile promised adventures, but what unspoken dynamics might shift with their return? The next weekend, Chloe and Ava arrived for what Vanessa dubbed a private gathering, the air buzzing with anticipation rather than nerves. In the living room, soft music underscored our wine-sipped flirtations, clothes shedding gradually as hands wandered with familiar ease. This time, confidence guided me. I led us to the bedroom, ours dissolving in explorations of every pairing, their differences enchanting Vanessa's fierce passion, Chloe's playful daring, Ava's sensual grace. In the quiet aftermath, as eyes met in shared contentment, a deeper bond solidified. But as they dressed to leave, Vanessa's lingering glance hinted at emotions evolving. Could this harmony hold, or would hidden feelings fracture it? Weeks turned to months in our hidden rhythm, Vanessa and I anchoring a bond that deepened beyond stolen nights, weaving emotional threads into our shared secrets. Occasional visits from Chloe and Ava added sparks of novelty, their playful energies contrasting our steady intimacy, but not without ripples. Moments of doubt surfaced, like when Chloe's lingering touch stirred a jealous twinge, prompting late-night talks where honesty bridged the gaps. We navigated these with care, voices soft in the dim light, reaffirming that our core remained unshaken. One evening, after Chloe and Ava departed, Vanessa turned to me on the couch, her face etched with vulnerability. "Ethan, I need to tell you something," she said, her voice trembling slightly, igniting a fear that this fragile world might shatter. What unspoken truth could unravel us now? My heart skipped, bracing for the end, but her whisper shifted everything. "I think I'm falling in love with you." Relief surged, followed by a wave of warmth. I cupped her face, confessing, "I've been in love with you for a while now." That night, our connection ignited with fresh intensity, bodies moving in harmony that spoke of trust and desire, gasps echoing the emotional release. Afterward, tangled in sheets, we dreamed aloud about futures unconventional, yes, but ours to shape against the world's judgments. As summer faded to fall, our public facade held firm, stepmother and stepson to outsiders, while private hours bloomed with quiet affections and shared silences, yet whispers of external risks lingered. What if a slip revealed us, or feelings skewed toward Chloe or Ava disrupted our balance? We countered with deeper commitments, like evenings on the porch where Vanessa's hand in mine felt like home. One crisp autumn dusk, as the sun dipped in fiery hues, she smiled, eyes twinkling. "I never imagined that hot tub night would lead here." I laughed, pulling her close, reflecting on the whirlwind from hesitant touches to this profound love. Challenges loomed undoubtedly, but her warmth against me promised resilience. In those moments, emotional phrases echoed our journey, her fingers brushing mine longer than necessary. The whispered "we've been waiting for this" that started it all. The exhilarating bare skin in warm water, her soft "this changes things," and finally, "I'm falling in love with you," sealing our path. Curiosity lingered. What plans had they harbored before that first night? How might jealousy test us further? And beneath Vanessa's calm, what deeper yearnings waited to surface?